Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow playing Pokemon Platinum Random Nuzlocke. Last time I said we were gonna go down from Heartthorn, but unfortunately this is still a thing in the way because they're on location for a TV shoot, so we can't actually go that way, which is a pain in the butt. So it looks like we will just have to keep on exploring through Route 209. And that basically means the default slave, if you will, that I picked up in Chatot will have to get used. I forgot I didn't battle you. Okay, sure, we'll start off by fighting you. So, still recording these in the afternoon, so the other trainers will not... Oh, balls. This could be bad. Swift is not gonna Oko Trapinch, sure. Why do they all have Trapinch? This is so annoying. Bite won't do... Well, it actually did a lot of damage, but whatever. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we can't fight the joggers and stuff here because we are not in the early morning. I will admit it's kind of a little bit unviable for me in my current sleep schedule to get up in the at the time that they would let us fight. I'm not exactly going to do a recording when I've only just woken up, and I'm not exactly going to wake up at like 6 in the morning and do a recording with that. I could change my PC time, but that would be really stupid and mess everything else up, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to get 82 experience because that's a huge amount to get, right? Dratini, huh? Dratini might have Dragon Rage at this point. I just thought about that. I guess if... I don't remember when it gets Dragon Rage. It might not be until 25 or something actually, but... Twister, not so worried about that. 40 base power, special dragon type move, over 20% chance of flinching. It's interesting because it actually hits Pokemon for double power when they are flying. And or bouncing. One of the two, they both work. So, kind of a neat move that way, but obviously not something you're going to use most of the time. It was, I think, a tuner move at some point for some obscure reason. I don't remember if it was in this... Well, I mean, it would have to have been in this gen, I think, because Twister wasn't a move. Was Twister a move in Gen 3? I don't remember. It might not have been, and if it wasn't, then, well, there wouldn't have been a chance of having a Twister move tutor. But I'm pretty sure Twister was, if not still is, a move tutor. I don't think it is anymore, but I'm pretty sure in either Gen 4 or Gen 5, Twister was something you could learn. The move tutors between Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Dire Platinum here were slightly different though. There were a couple of new, other moves like String Shot which were added to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which was kind of fun. I actually kind of wish I could have had a tutor for a Venusaur tutor for String Shot because it affects both opponents in a double battle. And I don't know when it got changed, but in Gen 6 at the very least, String Shot hits for 2 stages of... Hits for 2 stages of attack speed drop, so it's actually really good in Gen 6. It's just nothing good learns it, or, would use it for other stuff. But I think it would be hilarious to... Wow, that did nothing. I think it would be hilarious to have a... Dudaface with it. Mega Venusaur with String Shot, like speed control Palooza right there. That would be so great. Alas, I do not have access to such a thing because that has to come from Gen 4, and it's kind of impossible to get Pokemon. Really? 5% miss rate, and you friggin' miss with that. Wow, that's Sidewave. Possibly? No, I had 39 health. I wouldn't have been killed by that before, but Sidewave is a rather annoying move. Set damage moves in general are really annoying for Nuzlocke. Early on at least, Sidewave can do a ton of damage, Dragon Rage is really quite strong. Sonic Boom is annoying, to say the least. yeah, it can be kind of difficult to work around them. Anyway, Slow says gaining another level here, that's pretty great. It takes until level 37 before Slowpoke evolves to Slowbro. I don't remember when it would evolve if we got a King's Rock. Actually, I don't know when it would evolve for that. Normally it wouldn't, of course, but do I want to risk the low kick? I don't really want to risk a low kick here. I'm just going to switch out. I need to heal. The problem with Elekid is that it's incredibly fragile, as you would probably expect, but I could have risked it. I should have just gone for the low kick. Would have been whatever. But yeah, Elekid is really, really fragile. And it does cause a few problems with stuff that way, and yeah, I figured the Gramble would probably survive that in the end. Ew! No, don't. Thank you. I was gonna say don't paralyze me, that would be really sucky. But yeah, we are not going to be paralyzed by that. So I suppose I need to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal for that, because I don't really want to use one of my 2 Super Potions, and I don't really have much of another option for that, so whatever, it's not a huge deal going back and healing with stuff this way, but yeah. So another recent random news, I've been seeing a lot of people have been playing Golden Sun on Twitch recently. It's kind of awesome, specifically the second one. And Golden Sun was one of my go-to games on the GBA. It's absolutely ridiculously cool for the time. I don't know, it's weird to say because it's very similar to Final Fantasy stuff that I really didn't like, but at the same time it's different enough that I really enjoyed playing it. And I think it was the whole Jin system where you could customize your class on the fly pretty much that was super cool. Also double battles are a thing, so yeah, go into battle. So I'm basically just gonna cover this route, and we'll do that for today. Joan Max. Ooh, Sandshrew. Barboach is not water ground. I want to say it's not, but it's probably gonna die to this anyway. I don't remember if Barboach itself is water ground. It is. Okay. There are Pokemon like Shellos that is actually a pure water type where its evolution is water ground, so I forget with all the water grounds how that works. Of course Mudkip follows that as well, but you know, Razor Leaf is pretty good. Anyway, Golden Sun, absolutely awesome thing. If I do get a chance to stream stuff at some point and I find a way of making that work, maybe I think I might still be able to have access to my brother's old GameCube, which had the Game Boy Player on the bottom of it. I know where the disc is for it. I just don't remember if I actually have the GameCube itself somewhere. Because of, you know, moving at the start of the year and all of that, I don't know where all the stuff is. But I have a feeling I could probably find it, and that would be really cool to play at some point, for streaming stuff. I haven't played Golden Sun or its sequel myself in well over, I would want to say over a decade at this point. Because I know it came out early 2000s, and I don't think I've replayed it since maybe 2005, 2006-ish, because that's when the DS came out. I played the DS one once, and wow, really? I never actually got all the stuff in that one. I did finish it once, but I didn't, you know, have a guide or anything for it. I used to have the strategy guide for Lost Age, and that was pretty cool. It had a thing for the original Golden Sun too. It was one of the primo ones that was just super cool to have around, because you could get all the sort of detailed stuff on it, and it had all the Synergy class information as well, which was a really awesome touch. You have got a lot of special defense, so you can just go with that. And we're kind of super ultra tangential stuff to this, but I don't think it matters too much in all honesty, because let's face it, what's going on the screen is just battle stuff that doesn't really need much of its own explanation. And yeah, I don't know, when I get the chance to stream again, Golden Sun would be like one of those long-term projects I would like to do because it's really cool. Like, it's one of my old favorite sort of games from that GBA era, so it's really not super straightforward though. If I remember rightly, it was actually kind of hard. Not necessarily in the battlefront, although the battles weren't completely trivial, but I think the actual puzzles and stuff, sometimes it could get really obscure with that, and especially in Lost Age, I remember, because you got the boat like about a third of the way through, a quarter to a third of the way through the game, and then the game was like, basically, you know, we're not going to give you any directions anymore, just out to sea with you, explore the entire world that you can, and we're not going to tell you anything about where to go. Oh man, a Pidgey. So yeah, it was kind of obscure at that point. It was just, well, yeah, where do I go? I have to do like 500 different things, and I have to do them in a specific order. Stuff that could get kind of annoying, but I would probably have some sort of guide thing going somewhere, because what I would end up doing is oh, light screen. Okay. You know what? Sure, we don't actually need Thundershock at the moment, I don't think. So light screen it is. I would probably have a like a Game Pass or something open in the background, specifically, or I should say, especially for the missable items, because like there are missable gin and certain item stuff that some of them I'd never even gotten in my original game, or original playthrough. Freaking Elekid just keeps getting smashed here. We're gonna bring Shauna out. We'll keep the electric thing going, because Shauna only has 3 levels left to evolution, so that'd be kind of cool. Also, these two will fight us in a double battle, which is neat. I'll show y'all how I talent-bounded I am, and I don't know. I am not even attempting to do anything that way, but yeah, I don't know, there was just a lot of cool things. Wow, it's freaking Nidoking. Okay, huh? That could actually be kind of powerful. Well, I mean, it's kind of vulnerable to Razor Leaves, so there is that. Oh, Psybeam is gonna hurt as well, though. Wow, that actually did a lot. And the Poison Sting's not going to do as much, but it might poison, which would suck. And it did not, okay. Nidoking, I don't know if it has Rivalry or... Actually, that's a really weird thing. How does Rivalry work in double battles? Like, say, as the case is here, one of my Pokemon is male, the other one is female. Does Rivalry count your target's gender into the damage that it does? If so, how does that work with multi-hit moves? Does it just is it just like a separate flag or something? Because it's a really random question, I know, but I suddenly got thinking about that and going, huh, that's actually a really weird situation. I don't know how the game interacts with that. Anyway, Poison Sting still not going to do huge amounts of damage here. It is going to get the poison off, which means I'm going to have to cure that after this, and I'm probably going to like trigger... I'm not going to trigger Poison Point. That is good. So I only have to cure 1 poison. The fact that I didn't kill the Nidoking there is pretty depressing, though. I thought I actually would take it out there. Okay, I have enough health to survive that, no problem. I'm actually going to switch to the Mega Drain here just in case Tackle misses, because 100% accuracy on the Mega Drain is the more important thing here. And yeah, there is the Poison Point. I figured that was going to come at some point. Gah. Painful. I'm going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center again, but at least this time it's reasonably close. Also, worth noting in this game that you cannot actually faint from poison. You do get to survive at 1 HP and then the poison disappears. At least that's how I remember it. I don't know if it's... I'm pretty sure this was the generation that introduced that. Because Generation 5 ended up not doing the poison damage thing at all. and poison just did nothing to you outside of battle, which is much cooler, much more useful for general runs. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, Nidoking there was kind of strong. I don't know what Pokemon that was replacing, but it must have been a fairly hefty one. I think we need to go this way if I'm to talk to her, so we'll do that. If it were a bird, it would be a roost. So yeah, this is getting TM51 for roost. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You would crash out. So that's why bird Pokemon don't just go ahead and fly infinitely. Also, you can't really go up, unfortunately, because the Psyduck are apparently standing firm. I don't remember which Pokemon this was in the previous games, Diamond and Pearl, but it wasn't Psyduck, if I remember rightly. There was some other Pokemon that was standing there. So it's kind of neat how that works out. And here we have another battle to do. This place is where you can buy Moo Moo Milk, so that's what we're probably going to be doing soon. And you're not a male swimmer. Unless there is something that I do not know about you, ma'am, you are not a male swimmer. Anyway, let's switch out to Donatello here, because I have Bite. Pretty much it's weird to say, because this is pretty much like the worst defensive typing in the game, or one of the worst defensive typings in the entire game, but the only attack I have that's super effective against the Grass and Psychic type at the moment is my Donatello's Bite. So that is kind of sad, actually, when I think about it. But anyway, it is super effective. It is going to get a 2-hit KO, which is kind of nice. Execute is a reasonable amount of HP, so we do heal 4 back from that. But somehow it can use Poison Powder. I don't quite know how, so once again we're being poisoned here. Kind of jerkish, but what can you do? And we shall just bite away. Get the 2-shot. And I think there's one more Pokemon here, so we will take poison damage, unfortunately. But that's okay, because we're still kind of rolling firm here. Oh no, there's only one Pokemon. Okay. Sort of, I don't know. Also, Shauna having the amulet coin does help out here, so that's kind of neat. I do have one antidote. We shall use that over a Pecha Berry, because that I could use in battle if I wanted. We do have a Pecha Berry, right? Yeah, we have 4, so that's kind of alright. What else can we do? What you having? All we ever have is Moo Moo Milk. Yep. And you can buy 1 dozen at a time, which is really good. So, yep, 500 Pokédollars for 100 HP healing. Not quite the most efficient healing in the game, but definitely up there. So we will probably just buy 2 dozen of these at the moment. And oh, maybe I should buy 3. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll buy 3 dozen of them. Then I shouldn't have to buy healing items for the rest of the game. I'm not planning on using them in fights, but it is kind of nice to have healing items around outside of battle, so that you don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center all the time. It's for that reason I will also be buying full heals when I get access to them, because that's kind of it. So, we can fight most of the people in here. This is going to be a very battle heavy episode, because that's just what I want to do here. And I suppose replacing a Pokemon with a fan, or the Pokemon Collector stuff with a fan, is kind of the same thing. So good job, randomizer. Please prop my static. Please prop my static. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so obviously it can't kill out mid-attack, but it does mean that I will go first next time, so I should just 2-shot this thing and it will be fine. Unfortunately, Thundershock is not especially good. I think we can get a replacement for that in the next area, though, assuming I would spend the time to get the funding for it, which I may cheat for, just saying, because that would take forever. And yeah, I don't know. I think normally that would be a Vespiquen, that Pokemon. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, collector stuff. More fights here. One more Pokemon, Florentino. Oh, Kingler. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Kingler might do a lot of damage to me here. Bubble Beam, even though it's not that great at special attacking, Bubble Beam is relatively strong, so it does a lot of damage off this evolution here. So I mean, that's kind of scary. Also, it took a little bit less damage than the... Oh, yuck! I forgot that it got that. Ow! Ow! That was kind of painful. Yeah, I totally forgot that Kingler got Mudshot. Thankfully, Kingler's got 150 base attack, not special attack, and because this is Gen 4, Mudshot is not a physical move, so I do not take quite as much damage as I could have off of that. That would have killed me if this was Gen 3, but it is not, so... Yep, knowledge alone is indeed not everything. But you see, this is exactly why we bought the Moo Moo Milk, because now I can just go and actually I had Moo Moo Milk at the top. That's right, because I got one off a milk tank. So it's like, I can just heal up now. And I don't have to waste Super Potion stuff. Super Potions are more expensive, so yeah. Headache Chronic, yeah, we just have to wait. But then, do you fight as well? Nope. Yeah, okay, do what you will with them. Coughing that. Beat them up if you have to. Is there an item at that corner there? No. Okay. So, I suppose we just move on to Route 215 then, where it is raining. To clear my throat for a sec there. So, the rain does affect battles and stuff as well. This is, a battle condition that you can set up. And it looks like we're going to get ourselves a Pokemon straight away with the Nidoran female. So this is another very different Pokemon for what we have at the moment. And unfortunately it can't have Sheer Force, which is a bit of a shame. But, I mean, if it has Poison Point, then it could still be really useful. And Nidoran female, yeah, the Poison typing might actually be decent. One of the main reasons it'd be good though is because Nidoqueen gets, and actually all of the Nidos, they get access to like 10 million different moves. You can have, you know, Thunderbolt, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, all of the like, and it's really good for stuff like that. I think I'm actually going to switch out to Elekid here and go for the Swift, because Elekid is a little bit lower in level. And I think the Swift will probably be enough to weaken it a fair bit. And man, that poison is annoying. Yeah, the poison is gonna hurt quite a lot here, but it's okay. Swift will be enough to weaken it down sufficiently, I think. It is only a Nidoran female, so I should be able to catch it fairly quickly from here. And yeah, paralyzed at half health. I have Great Balls as well, so I'll just toss one of those at it, and it should catch it without incident. That is the theory. Let's see if that works in practice. So even though it is another ground type, I may end up using Nidoqueen if the nature is good here, because like I said, Nidoqueen can get so many different attack moves that it's just an incredibly versatile option. And especially compared to Nidoking, although it has less offense, it has more, you know, bulk to it, which is handy in the Nuzlocke run because then you survive random hits. Normally I call like Nidoking Bowser, so the Nidoqueen would be the female Bowser, which is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga's combo of Bowser and Cackletta that they called Bowletter. So that's how that shall go. Because of the poisoning and stuff, I think I am going to go back to the Pokemon Center here, and so I can check out the Pokemon and have an excuse to heal. So just give me a couple of minutes to, well, not a couple of minutes really, but just give me a set to get back and then we shall check out stuff. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have another Rash Nature. How many is that now? That's like 3 in a row that I've caught with a Rash Nature. Actually, no, Elekid wasn't the previous one for that. I don't know, that's so many Pokemon in a row with Rash Nature. It does have Poison Point, however, so I think this is a Pokemon I would like to try and use. The Rash Nature does help a lot because most of the moves I would use on it are special attacks. Stuff like Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Earth Power is a tuner move. I don't remember if Nidoqueen learns Earth Power in this game. If it does, it's in the 40s, but Sludge Bomb would be another move I would like, but I don't remember if it even learns that. It probably has to TM use that, and honestly speaking, Sludge Bomb would probably be one of the that would be one of the few Pokemon I would use Sludge Bomb on. So I don't know. It is actually a really good Pokemon to pick up there. I think I'm gonna have to start doing some off-screen stuff again soon. Some more grinding stuff to get the levels appropriate here, because we are starting to get to the point where I have a lot of Pokemon that I could use, but I don't have the levels on them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start grinding off screen again soon. Maybe I'll do that in time for the next gym, because the next town over, or city over really, does have a gym associated with it. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and make a beeline towards the next city without trying to do all the battles, and if I can manage that, then we'll end there. If I get into another fight though, or another couple of fights, I will probably just end the video at that. So it's weird cutting out in the middle of the route, I know. Oh, Cubone. Cannot actually take that on with this. Good job, we do have a switch in for this, so let's go Donatello. Yeah, it seems weird to cut out in the middle of a route, but at the same time, there's not really much of a better place to do it, and really I do need to go back and do that that tower place as well. So I basically just want to get to the next town if I can, and you know, we can actually have that as a spot for buying stuff, because money is actually going to be really useful at that point. But that is neither here nor there, because we still have a little bit to go. I'm just looking time-wise that we've spent quite a bit in fights here. That's gonna happen in a game like this, especially if I do want to do all the trainers, and I kind of do because of the randomized nature of it. I think if this was a standard playthrough, then I would probably skip some of the trainers, at least on camera, because it would be a little bit more boring to do. But because you never know what Pokemon are going to come up with every trainer, it makes the fights a lot more interesting. At least to me. I don't know about everybody else, but to me it makes stuff a lot more interesting that way. Anyway, a Max Ether that will fully restore the PP of one of your moves, which is pretty great. I don't remember if this guy actually fights you. I think this is a TM giver? Yeah, it's Payback. So yeah, indeed. Payback is actually kind of a cool move. If you move after the opponent, it doubles in power. It starts at 50 as a dark type attack. It gets to 100 base power if you move after the opponent. It's really pretty strong. I have a feeling that is going to be a forced encounter there, so you know what, we'll go here, we'll get the item from cutting, and I think that might well be it. Because, yeah, this is going to be a forced fight. I don't remember how much else there is to this route. So I think this will actually be it when we're done with this fight. Elite Four Florentino! Oh, I love that name. It is so good. As you can see, the pool of names was maybe a little bit small because we are seeing repeat names come up here, but I think it's okay, and I think it's just really funny here, you know, seeing stuff like Florentino come up. We used to actually have a name file. I wonder if Falto still has it somewhere. We used to have a text file with the names of everything. That was really fun, but I don't know if we still have that now. It would have been kind of cool to see what other names and stuff we had come up, but I know we had Load there because of Load the Artillery and stuff, but yeah, I don't remember all of what we had. We had some really good ones though, and if we ever did randomized races again, then we would probably look to take suggestions for names and stuff for the trainers, because that was kind of fun. Anyway, we're just trucking along here with our Flaffy, taking out all the Johto starters, sorry. Kanto starters. They're not exactly from Kanto, but yeah, all of the Johto starters and then a random Duskull, because why the hell not? I don't know, it's freaking Duskull, it has Confuse Ray. It's so irritating dealing with all of like ghost types and their Confuse Rays and crap, but hopefully we just don't hit ourselves here, that would be nice. And we don't, that's good. Is this enough to get the kill? Yes it is, okay. Going to yellow health does not automatically mean that your attack is doing over 50%, because yeah, damage variations and all of that can happen, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, the item that we have over here is a Fist Plate, so fighting type attacks gain a 20% power buff, which is really good for Heracross actually, and I think by now Heracross has probably gotten enough happiness that it could be taught return and it works really well. So we shall increase its fighting type power, simply because it's freaking Heracross, you know. And yeah, we'll teach it return and be done with stuff there. So, this has been GamerCow playing Pokemon Platinum, the random Nuzlocke. We've gone a fair way out. Next time we'll finish off Route 215 here, and then we shall go back, I think. Or maybe we'll just, no, we'll explore the next city over a little bit. Probably get ourselves some of the item stuff that I would like, and set ourselves up for, you know, TM gathering and stuff. And once we're done with that, as I clap for absolutely no reason, we'll probably go back and do the Lost Tower place. I think you can catch a Pokemon in there, but I do have to take Chansel in for defogging because the game is a butt and it's not giving me a defogger. So, tune in for that next time, I guess. I didn't really have much of an outro there, but whatever, who cares? See you guys next time.